Hello. Today you are going to continue working on your research about your community helper. Yesterday we found an article that would help us answer a research question. What kind of work does this community helper do? If you are lucky, your article is still up on your computer. If not, you have to go to it by clicking Social Studies, then picking Jobs in the Community, and then picking your community helper. Pretend I'm doing farmers. Next, we decided we would probably read the part of the article that says farmers to help us answer our research question. And you probably have a tab that says what your community helper does. Okay, so you want to read those first two tabs. I'm going to begin by clicking the tab about farmers. Let's read the first sentence together. It says, farmers plant crops and raise animals. Does that answer our research question? Yes, it does. What does it say that farmers do? It says that farmers plant crops. So, should I write the whole sentence, farmers plant crops and raise animals? No, that would be plagiarism. Plagiarism is taking somebody else's hard work and making it seem like it's yours and taking all the credit. You don't want to do that because it is not fair. So you have to write your notes in the shortest words possible that still make sense. So I'm going to go to my graphic organizer. Right now, I'm going to use a graphic organizer on the computer so you can see what I'm doing, but you're going to use the graphic organizer that you have that is a piece of paper. So I'm going to write under the question, what kind of work? And remember, I circled my keywords, work and community helper. I'm going to write the answer to the question. What did it say they do? They plant crops. So I'm going to write plant crops. Very good. Okay. Next, I'm going to go back and see if that sentence has any more answers. Whoops, wrong thing. All right, next it says farmers plant crops and raise animals. Does it say something else that farmers do? Yes, it says they raise animals. I'm going to go back to my graphic organizer, and raise animals is different from planting crops. Animals and plants are two different things. So I'm not going to keep writing on the same line. I'm going to go down and make a new line, kind of like a list of all the things that my community helper does. Now, if you want to get an A, you have to make sure to make a list like this and keep your notes organized. If you write them all going across like a sentence or a paragraph, you will not get an A. You really have to make it like a list. All right, let's go back and read more about what farmers do and see if we can get any more information. It says they make sure the crops grow and the animals stay healthy. I wonder if I could find any details by clicking the word crops. It says crop is a plant grown in large amounts. Many crops are used for food. I wonder if I could make that really short by saying a crop is plants used for food. Doesn't that make sense? Yes, it does. So I'm going to go back, and I'm not going to write it down here. It's not a totally new thing. It's a detail about something, isn't it? What is it a detail about? It is a detail about crops. So coming from crops, I'm going to make a little line, and I'm going to say plants used for food. Plants. Remember that when you are doing this, you have to write really small so you have plenty of room for all your notes and all your details. See how I'm writing really small? It's kind of hard to do on Pixie though, but it will be easier for you to do with a pencil. For food. Okay. Next, let's see if we can find any more details. Let's go back to our graphic organizer. We can close this out because we're done with it. And it says they make sure the crops grow and the animals stay healthy. It says a detail. Whoops, not that. It says a detail about the animals. What's the detail about the animals? What do the farmers do for the animals? Right, they help them stay healthy. Stay healthy. So notice again, I'm writing really small, so I have plenty of room for all of my notes. And, whoops, I am keeping my notes organized by writing little lines with details and making sure I start a new line when I'm talking about something new. All right, so what do you have to do if you want to get a P for your work? You have to make your notes as short as you can, but they still make sense. Should I write they plant crops, they raise animals, they help animals stay healthy? No, that would be writing a whole sentence, and that would be like plagiarism because it would be like you're copying somebody else's work. We do not just want to copy somebody else's work. That's why we make sure our notes are as short as possible and they still make sense. Next, you have to make sure that your notes are organized if you want to earn a P. For every new fact, you want to start a new line, and you want to put little lines or dashes and write your details about each job that your community helper does right near the job. So, good work. Good work today. Do a lot of hard work and make sure that by the time it is time to go, you have this whole box all filled up with notes that talk about what kind of work this community helper does. Hope you have a good day working.
Is this for tomorrow?